cork cambium forms tissue that form the cork. Do you agree with the statement? Explain. So cork cambium tissue forms the cork. So let us see what is a cork cambium and what is a cork. Before that, the entire plant body, that is the stem, leaves, roots, they are covered by a layer of cells, that is the outermost layer of cells called epidermis. So this epidermis will be found in the root, will be found on the stem, and it will be found on the leaves. It forms as a boundary. Just like an human body is covered by the skin, the organs are covered by the skin. The plant organs, stem, root and leaves, they will be covered by an outer protective layer called epidermis. But when secondary growth takes place, new xylem and phloem tissues will be added. So more and more cells are added inside the plant body. So as more and more cells are happening, the growth is increasing. Okay, this creates the pressure on the outer epidermis, and as a result the outer epidermis breaks and it is removed. So as the secondary growth takes place, the epidermal layer gets broken down and the cells are removed. Now if these epidermal cells are not replaced, the newly added cells will be exposed to the external environment, and it can get damaged or it can be infected with the microbes. So this becomes dangerous to the plant. There is a need to replace the lost epidermis, and this is done by the cork cambium. So the cork cambium, they are present in the cortex region. So they are thin rectangular shaped cells. So these thin rectangular shaped cells which are present in the cortex of the stem, they are called cork cambium, and it is also known with the term phyllogen. So the term phyllogen and cork cambium are one and the same. Now the cork cambium represents a meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue which give rise to cork are called cork cambium. So this starts dividing. It starts adding cells on both the sides. So here we can see these are the cork cambium. They start adding cells on the outside as well as the inner region. So the cells which is formed on the outside, they get differentiated and they develop into the cork. So the cells which are present on the outer side of the cork cambium, they differentiate into cork. So another word for cork is phylum. And whereas the cells which is present towards the inner sides of the cork cambium, so this develops into the secondary cortex. Now the secondary cortex is also known as phylloderm. The secondary cortex, so this region, so this is also called as phylloderm. So the cork cambium is in the center. Two layers of cells are formed, one towards the outside, so this region, and one towards the inside, so this region. So the outside region develops into the cork, which is also called as phylum, and the cells which is present towards the inside, they develop into the phylloderm, which is also called as secondary cortex. Now the entire region, that is cork, cork cambium and phylloderm together forms the periderm, which is the new boundary for the plant. Now this cork, if you observe, it is very impervious. That means it does not allow air or water to enter inside the boundary. So if the water has to enter, it should be through the leaves, not from the atmosphere they can enter. But still exchange of gases takes place through an opening called lenticels. Now on the bark there will be a small opening which is called as lenticels. Through the lenticels exchange of gases and water vapor takes place. But the cork is highly impervious. It is made up of a chemical substance called suberin. So the suberin, even it cannot prevent water to escape from the cork. So phyllogen, phylum and phylloderm. So phyllogen is the cork cambium, phylum is the cork, and phylloderm is the secondary cortex. Now all these three together forms the periderm, that is the outermost boundary for the stem, and this happens after the secondary growth.